We're headed to Sephora to pick up the new Makeup by Mario concealer. First, I'm just gonna throw on some SPF. I already moisturized my face. Since I already have their foundation, I went to their website to see if they could give me an idea of which shades would go with my foundation. I have the shade 5N in the foundation, so it says here that it either 160 or 180 would work. All right, let's head to Sephora. So this is 160. And this is 180. I think this is warmer. All right, mission accomplished. I am back from Sephora. I ended up getting shade 180 of the concealer. Here's what the packaging looks like. Let's see, it's 417. I'll try to wear this for 9 hours. Let's open this guy up. The packaging is very similar to the foundation, except that this is glass and the concealer is plastic. Nice and thin, pointy doe foot applicator. We're gonna be doing one side with a brush and the other with a sponge. I'm just going to put a little bit on. That's it. And I'm reading from the website here. This is a medium coverage buildable formula. Conceals even the darkest under eye circles. Self-setting, crease proof, and long wearing. Let me take you outside so we can see what it looks like in natural light. My mirror is all fogged up from the humidity. Whoa, okay. This is creased big time. Yeah, look at that. Now we haven't powdered, but because it says that it's self-setting, I wanted to see what it looked like, whether it creased or not. I left a little mark with my finger. Let me tell you, this Florida humidity is no joke. The moment you step outside of the house, your phone screen will fog up, your sunglasses will fog up. My skin instantly starts to feel moist. So let's go back inside and powder it, and we'll take it from there. I'm just smoothing out the creases, and I'm gonna take my Givenchy powder on a Charlotte Tilbury brush. This is the Powder and Sculpt. So not a lot of powder there. And I'm going to press it onto the under eye. This powder is the bomb. So blurring. Okay, let's see what it looks like outside. Wait, I think my lens is fogged up, is it? No. Okay. Oh, look at the ducks, how cute. Now there's 2 of them. Oh, look, there's 2 ducks now. Okay, I'll see you guys in a few hours when I do the first check-in. It's been 4.5 hours since I first applied the foundation and the concealer. And let me tell you that I am not thrilled. Now, let's look at the concealer. The concealer is looking a little bit dry. This area right here looks dry. It looks decent when my face is at rest, but not 100% decent because it does look drying. I'm debating whether to give it another shot tomorrow. Maybe I will. I'll wear it for longer, and maybe what I can do is try a different powder. Maybe powder it less. Although the powder that I used is a really good one. I think that this needs more testing. Now, I do want to comment that based on these results, the concealer, I wouldn't go out and buy it because I feel that I have other concealers that don't make my under eye look so dry. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Hello again. This is day 2 of our wear test. I was thinking about it since the problem with the under eye was that they look too dry. What I decided to do today is to do the exact same thing as I did yesterday, but I'm going to introduce one new element, and that is the use of a setting spray. My theory is that a setting spray is going to make the under eye not look as dry and also will add some lasting power to the foundation. Same powder as yesterday and the same brush. And now I'm going to apply the setting spray. And I'm pressing that setting spray lightly with my damp sponge And this is what the concealer looks like so far. It is 134. It is now 3:07 and the concealer is not looking great. It is definitely looking better than it did at the end of the night yesterday, just because it's not dry, but it's been settling into my lines. So even though it does not look as dry, there's a lot of settling there. I don't know if it's because I had too many things underneath. I don't know why, but I'm not liking it so far. And that's all I have to say for the concealer until the next check-in. Okay, this is day 3 of wear testing the Makeup by Mario concealer. And this time around, I decided to follow directions. I went onto Mario's website and watched the video where he applies it on a model and tells you exactly how to do it. And he did not use powder. This is a self-setting formula, but I mean, I always powder even self-setting formulas, so that's why I powdered on days 1 and 2. But because I have not gotten great results, let's just follow directions. And again, note the amount of concealer that I'm using. If you use more concealer, obviously you'll get different results. Also, if your skin type is different than mine, I am normal to dry. Keep in mind that the products perform differently on different skin types. And I'm using this is a Refer 32 brush. I like it because it's slanted, so I find that you can really get into the nooks and crannies here around the eye. I see that it immediately wants to crease here on my vertical fine line, so I'm gonna just tap those out and then we will leave it alone. Okay, no more creases. It's now 3:38. It's been 3 hours since I first applied the concealer and it's actually behaving quite well. The only thing I would say is that on this side, I think it's accentuating my fine lines, but the funny thing is that on this side, it's not. So what's happening, I think, is that since I used a shimmery eyeshadow in the inner corner, I think I dragged it too far down, and that is what's really settling into my lines and accentuating them, because like I said, I only see that happening on one side. But other than that, it really made all the difference to not put any powder over this concealer. I'm glad that I followed instructions this time around, and we'll do another check-in in a few hours and see how things are looking. Also, if you're wondering what I have on my eyes, it's the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. It is now 9:41 p.m. It's been about 9 hours since I first applied the concealer, and I'm very happy with it. I am thrilled about the fact that it did not need powder to set it, because this is a self-setting formula. My under eye doesn't really look too dry, which is really nice for a medium coverage concealer. According to the website, this formula is buildable. I did not build it up. I put just the little bit that you saw me blend in my under eye. And don't expect a very hydrating serum-like concealers, because we've seen a couple of them launch recently. Let me look in my mirror. But overall, there's nothing wrong with this concealer. I like it. I see myself wearing this concealer more for events when I do a full glam or a soft glam, but on an everyday basis, I think it's a little bit heavy. So I would opt for a more hydrating formula, I think. But yeah, that's where we're at. We learned no powder with this concealer. That's how it looks. It's best. You guys, I hope that you enjoyed this wear test. I hope that it was helpful to you, that it helped you decide whether you want to pick it up or if you want to skip on it. And if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video.